What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Remember, guys, this Friday night, you know what that means. The Friday night live stream, Stories Time with Stock Market Steve, begins at 7 o'clock tonight. You know, those that know what it is. It's a little different than this. A hell of a lot more funnier. And it's a break from these depressing stories I do during the week. So I invite everybody to come, especially you newcomers. I got a big rush of new subscribers. It's a chance for you to connect with me, and you know, we can talk about some things. But check it out. This story broke yesterday, and it's amazing how cruel human beings can be. And it's also amazing the cruelty that they want to put on display for a lot of people to see. This story right here is out of Long Island, New York. Shout out Long Island. You know what I'm saying? And it's about body parts of a man and woman that are being found strewn across a public park. Now, supposedly yesterday, some children came across this, mainly a little girl. So far, they found the remains of two people, a man and a woman. They found the woman's head, arms, legs. I don't know if it's both of them, but they found male arms. They're still finding pieces of these people. And we don't know the affiliation of these people, if they knew each other, but I mean, just strewn across the park for anybody to find. Here's the story. We'll come back and talk about it.
But first, another gruesome discovery in Suffolk County. A female head, along with an arm and a leg, all found in the same park where a man's arms and leg were found yesterday.
So disturbing. Newscopter 7 live over the scene at Southers Pond Park in Babylon. That's where the search continues right now for the potential of more body parts. Investigators, of course, trying to figure out who were these people and exactly what happened to them.
Eyewitness News reporter Pedro Rivera joins us live from the scene in Babylon. Pedro.
Yeah, that's exactly right. An autopsy is underway to determine who these people are and what happened to them. We know that last night a discovery was made of a woman's head, arm, and leg. This after they found two male arms on the opposite end of the park. They're focusing their efforts right on the outer edge of Southers Pond Park. Like you guys mentioned, they haven't found anything this morning, but again, we have learned that the head, a leg, and an arm belong to a woman. So here's what we know so far. Take a look at this video. Yesterday morning, teenagers were walking nearby Babylon Memorial Grade School and made that gruesome discovery right on the side of the roadway at the edge of Southern Pond Park. They found that severed arm. A young girl in the group called her father, who immediately came to the scene and called police. Once officers got here, about 20 feet away from that first arm, that's where they found the second one, which they say belongs to a man. Then on the opposite side of the park by Babylon Elementary School, a cadaver dog found a woman's leg, arm, and head. Parents, they tell Eyewitness News that the school immediately notified them of the investigation underway. They were understandably very nervous about what was happening here, but at a press conference just about an hour ago, detectives tells us that the bodies, they weren't here too long based on the conditions. They couldn't have been out here too long, maybe a few days, even hours. We do not know the ages of the victims, but we do know that they are adults. Police tell us that the male arms do have tattoos on them, so they're searching through databases, hoping tattoos and DNA testing can help them identify and eventually lead them to find out more information about exactly what happened. Now, the female arms do not have any tattoos on them. Detectives told us in that press conference that this is a large wooded area, so they are searching, but that can present some problems.
You know, this park goes straight through to Belmont Park. You know, vehicle access is not permitted, but vehicles can drive through the park. So, like I said, depending on the search today, we'll make a decision on what we're going to do with the interior of the park.
Yeah, so depending on what happens today, they could search further and further into the park. Again, they've been focusing a lot of their efforts just on the outer edges of the park. They believe a vehicle may have been involved in dumping the body parts, but as the autopsy continues and the investigation continues, we should find out more details about who these people are and hopefully get more information and bring it to you live here.
All right, guys, that's what's known so far. They don't know who these people are. They just know that they're adults. the male has tattoos, the female has no tattoos. But the cruelty of man has no bounds, man. It doesn't. You strew these people's body parts out there to come for anybody to come across it. And it was children that came across it. That's something you never forget. And it's like nowadays, man, it's like anybody's victims, and it's like they're showing their cruelty in strange and unusual ways. They are. To throw some body parts out there, I mean, do they want to get caught? Then the thing is this, it's crazy. That place is called Babylon. That town or whatever is called Babylon. And ain't that some crap? That's wild, right? That's buck wild. But I mean, some hateful people out here. It is. I mean, to do that to somebody, it's bad enough to disassemble somebody or dismember. I mean, you got to have a serious stomach to do something like that. And I mean, some people do, but I mean, to just, I guess they want to get caught. Honestly, to me, it sounds like some serial killer stuff. It does. I'm sitting up here thinking about this. Like yesterday, he said, oh, his arms found. Because when I first seen the story yesterday, they said it was arms of a man found. And I was like, man, somebody, probably got caught up in something and had something happen to him. But I mean, nowadays, man, it's so many people that are just psychopaths and just serial killers walking amongst us that we don't even know. It could be your next door neighbor. I'm not trying to scare nobody, but you never know what another human being is capable of. And that's one of the things I talk about now. It's like people are doing crazy stuff out here or thinking that they better than bad, and they don't know who they're coming up against. You might run up against somebody that's way more crazier than you, and you might meet your match. And remember, a soldier only knows his strength by his foe. And hopefully they find who did this, because I mean, if it's people that's doing this out here, just walking around, and they don't get caught. See, when people do stuff like this and they don't get caught, it emboldens them the next time they have to do something or feel they have to do something like this, and they get better at the crime. That's why when you notice people do something, they want to catch them, because I mean, human nature makes it to where if you didn't get caught doing something, a lot of times the fear factor of doing it again doesn't exist. 2 people gone who knew what they could have been in life. Guess we'll never know. But I mean, said they was adults. Hopefully they didn't have children. God only knows what they went through or what they did to even suffer that fate. But nowadays, you don't have to do nothing at all. Devil's all around us. And so is the demons. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.